Your eyes. So start eating 4 or 5 baby carrots every day. Your vitreous floaters will go away. But you know what that's telling me about you? Your body is detoxifying. You want your body to be detoxifying. So Dr. Bob's ABCs, a half apple every day, beets and carrots. Now, I blog every day. And actually, on Twitter, I tweet every day. And I told everybody, I'm sure that Gail, you saw my blog today saying I was going to be at Crocker Park. Well, just today, and I'm not going to tell you what I talked about on my blog exactly, but I talked about something that my massage therapist spoke with me about the other day. It's smelly feet. She said, Dr. Bob, out of all the things, I love massage therapy, except for one part of the body. She said, people's feet really smell bad. She said, even people who wear sandals. So I want you all to listen because I'm going to teach you something right now. The main detoxifying organ in your body is your colon, because it dumps out stool. If your colon is sluggish, guess what what part has to work harder? Your liver. If your liver is really congested and overpowered, you know what organ has to work next hardest? Your kidneys. So if you have high blood pressure, I'm not telling you to get off your medication. My purpose today is not to tell people to get off medication, but you're going to want to start eating Dr. Bob's ABCs because you want your liver to start functioning optimally. So if your liver's not functioning optimally, that means your kidneys have to work harder. If your kidneys are really maxed, your blood pressure could go up. But if you have chronic odor in your feet, and your feet sweat a lot, it's a body signal to me that you're congested. So, can I tell you what you should all start doing right now? Start adding some parsley to your life. Parsley is a great kidney purifier. This is the springtime of the year. Isn't it gorgeous here in Northern Ohio? This is the time of the year you're supposed to be buying your herbs. You should all have a herb box in your backyard with many different kinds of herbs. And one of the herbs I'd encourage you all to get is parsley. Parsley is great for the kidneys. Now, we also use an herb in our practice called dandelion root and dandelion leaf. Dandelion root and leaf. I personally take 5 drops of this every day. It's for your liver. I also take 5 drops of peppermint leaf every day. Dandelion root, leaf is for your liver and it's for your kidneys. But let's continue on. We have so much to talk about. Detoxification is what I'm talking about today. The next item is your skin. Your skin happens to be the largest organ in your body. If you have acne on your skin, if you have any kind of chronic skin problem, you could put creams and potions and lotions on your skin all day long, and guess what? It won't permanently go away. You have to clean your body up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do, of course, Dr. Bob's ABCs. Do you know what I have found to be the leading cause of acne? Dairy products. I do not promote dairy. I don't promote cow's milk. Do you know what cow's milk is for? Cows. Human milk is for humans. See, cows are big, dumb, with little brains. Humans are short, smart, with big brains. So human milk is for humans, and cow's milk is for cows. Now you might be thinking, well, Dr. Bob, where do I get my calcium from? Well, we already answered that question. When's the last time you saw a cow eating cottage cheese milk or ice cream? They don't. That's silly, of course. They get it from hay grass and alfalfa. All of you should be eating some sesame seeds every day. Some almonds, mixed greens every day. My wife and I have a power salad every day. Let's talk about this thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is critical for long-term health. I mentioned it briefly, cold hands and cold feet. Now, one of the books I wrote was Dr. Bob's Drugless Guide to Balancing Female Hormones. I don't want to get into a lot of detail about this, but I learned this from a friend of mine. His name is Dr. David Fran. He wrote a book called The Cancer Battle Plan. He's a naturopath. I happen to have a Doctor of Natural Health degree. And in his book, he talks about breast cancer. Now listen, this is critical for you ladies because this really hurts my heart. And so many ladies wear the pink ribbon, and I congratulate you for that, trying really, really hard, but I really want you to listen to me now. Breast cancer, 95% of all breast cancer is caused from too much estrogen. So you have to get rid of the extra estrogen in your body, and you do that by unclogging your liver. But Dr. David Fram said that we can determine the pattern that causes breast cancer, reverse the pattern, a person will get better. And he has found that his experience, the leading cause of breast cancer is a congested thyroid, a low thyroid. When your thyroid is low, you're going to get constipated. When you're constipated, your liver is going to get plugged up. If your liver's plugged up, it can't process estrogen. If you can't process estrogen, guess where it's going to end up at? In your breast. So ladies, congratulations for wearing the pink ribbons, but I want you to start eating Dr. Bob's ABCs, a half an apple every day, beets, and carrots. Now, let's talk about this thyroid just briefly. The thyroid gland needs iodine. Well, there's something that are antagonistic to iodine called bromine, fluorine, and chlorine. Bromine, fluorine, and chlorine. Bromine happens to be in Mountain Dew, happens to be in Gatorade, happens to be in white bread, and Paxil and Prozac, and I can go on with that. Bromine and chlorine is if you swim for your exercise. All I'm saying to you is I'm not telling you to stop eating or drinking any of those items. You just need to increase the iodine in your body. We have a test that we use called the urine iodine loading test that we can determine exactly how much iodine you need. So the thyroid gland is for the colon. If you have cold hands and cold feet, chances are you're going to have a greater chance to have constipation. You do not want to be constipated. Let me continue on. We're going to talk about the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland happens to be a gland here in your brain. It's a part of the autonomic nervous system. So your body works automatically. It works by the autonomic nervous system. Right now in America, you know we have a lot of stress. S-T-R-E-S-S. You know what stress does? It causes your body to be in a state of acid. Acid. When people have stress in their acid, it uses up minerals. It uses up minerals that affects your pituitary gland. And if your pituitary gland is not functioning optimally, guess what? It can't tell your thyroid gland what to do. And your thyroid gland has to tell everybody else what to do. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed, if you have chronic digestive distress, it could be your pituitary. Let me just give a few little items here to you about digesting. I'm going to encourage you not to drink cold beverages with your meals. I'm going to encourage you to cut back on your fluids with your meals because it's going to dilute your pH. And if your pH is diluted, you're going to have digestive distress. Now I'm going to share a little nugget with you. Ready for this little nugget? Say yes? Yes. The nugget is this. If you have indigestion immediately after you're eating, you might not have enough digestive enzymes in your stomach. If you have digestion issues 2 or 3 hours later, it could be your liver and your gallbladder. Now listen to this, there's no extra charge for this. If you have indigestion with green peppers, onions, garlic, and radishes. See, radishes are digestive herbs. If you have problems with radishes, cucumbers, and onions, garlic, if you have a lot of digestive distress, it could be coming from your gallbladder. If you had your gallbladder out, you need to talk to me afterwards. We'll give you an opportunity to come into our office. Your gallbladder is your bottle of detergent in your body. The detergent in your body is bile. Bile comes from your liver. If you're under stress, your body is going to have thick, pasty bile. If you had your gallbladder out, you have a greater chance to have heart problems and cancer because the bile is not working to emulsify all the fats in your body. Now I'm going to show you something that you're going to thoroughly enjoy, and I'm going to save a lot of you a lot of pain and problems. Are you ready for this? Of course you are. You say, well, where are you learning all this stuff from, Dr. Bob? I've been practicing since 1978 before it was popular to be a natural doctor. And I just happened to write 6 books and just learn a lot of stuff. Are you ready for a little hidden nugget that nobody else in the whole world knows except you and all the people that are watching me around the world right now? When I was going to college back in 1976, I had to take an acupuncture class. That means I had to put needles in people's bodies. What I learned is that there's a point right here called gallbladder point 34. And I have found that people who have chronic right knee pain and have digestive distress with cucumbers, green peppers, onions, and radishes could also have right knee pain. It's not from the right knee, it's from an acupuncture point that's being overstimulated. I've had some people, are you ready for this? This will make you angry. I've had some people have their knee replaced. And guess what? Their knee still hurts. Do you want to know why? Because it's coming from a gallbladder point 34. Wasn't that exciting to learn that? Of course it was. If your knee hurts and you have that digestive distress, we got to clean up that liver gallbladder. What congests the liver and the gallbladder, by the way, dairy products and sugar. Let's talk about the adrenal gland. The adrenal gland